Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to tap in for the new moon. It is on November 30th, but I will release this a couple days earlier. But if you do want to get this as soon as I make it, sign up for my newsletter. I send this out. I send my new moon and my full moon readings out early on my newsletter, and I send a ritual to do with them. So if you want that information, check out my newsletter on my website, avianasascension.com. That is down below. But we have a new moon in Sagittarius on November 30th. Today is November 27th when I'm recording this. And I was tapping in with spirit and I was like, what's the energy behind this? Because I know how I've been feeling lately. And it's just been like, we just had Pluto enter Aquarius on the 19th. And I feel like it's all a time of just following your truth, living authentically, and doing so with a brave heart, doing so completely and confidently. So I was tapping in with spirit and I was like, what's the energy behind this? And I just saw someone like on a boat looking at a map, like almost like someone going to explore the new world and things like that. Like just like feeling like that level of anything could happen, hopes are high, lots of excitement, like lots of new things to explore, and just feeling like the world is your oyster. Like that's what it feels like for me right now. It feels like anything can happen, and it could be anything beautiful. Like it's not like a scary what could happen, but it's like, there's nothing keeping us held back anymore. There's nothing limiting us. So let's just full sails. All right. So let's see what's going on for this new moon in Sagittarius. I'm just shuffling up the Moonology deck right now. And if this is your first time viewing me, my name is Aviana. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thanks for hanging out. And how I like to do my new moon, full moon readings, I like to find the card in the deck and I just like to see what cards are around it. So let's do that. And then I'll read a little bit out of the book. I don't normally read out of the book, but I like to for these readings, just so we can get like as much detail as possible. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Okay. All right, so we have new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Exactly kind of what I was saying. It's not what could happen in a scary way, but what could happen in a beautiful, exciting way, because we know luck is on our side. The universe is ready to bless us because we've been putting in that work. You know, we've been working through our fears. We've been reclaiming our identity and our individuality. We've been betting on ourselves, trusting our intuition. So, of course, beautiful things are going to follow that. All right. We have a fiery climax approaches with full moon in Aries. Okay. So, yeah, it feels like everything is coming to a head in the most beautiful way. Right. Like this is giving, like, whenever, like, what I'm seeing right now is those fountains in Las Vegas, like, whenever they all go up and it's super, like, crazy and exciting, like, but it's also a beautiful symphony of water, like, it, like that. Or, like I just got really excited too. I'm thinking like the Nutcracker, like whenever there's like the, like, or just any beautiful ballet, whenever it's like just the big number and everyone's dancing together, the music's loud, the costumes are beautiful, and it's just everything is alive. That's what it feels like. Even though, where I live, we're moving into winter, it feels like this is like the start of a new chapter, the start of a beautiful new season. I love it. Okay, and then we have a new start is coming with new moon. So yeah, new things are coming together and it's going to be so beautiful, so exciting. And we can move towards this with faith and trust because luck is on our side. I love it. I'm very, very excited. Like I feel the energy. It just feels so exciting. It feels like it's like the energy of like a recording artist who's been putting in work, making EPs, new albums, dropping merch, and they finally get like a stadium tour. You know what I mean? Like it's giving, like I'm thinking of like Megan the Stallion, like how she kind of like popped up like with Savage and just, well, really, like, I mean she's been around, but like that really helped her blow up, like especially on TikTok and all that. And then she gets a song with Beyonce. She's on the Grammys doing all this stuff, you know. selling out amphitheaters. She has her own movie now. She sold out Madison Square Garden. Like it feels like that level of come up. And it's not to say that it came out of nowhere. People work hard to get where they're at. You've worked hard to get here. So I want y'all to be as delusional and as specific as you want to be. What do you want to come in for you? What do those dreams look like? What goals, what accomplishments? What do you want to bring in? Like for me, I personally would like financial freedom. I'd like more time with my friends and family. And I want to travel. I think that is what I want. Yep, that's what feels good for me. And autonomy over my business and just all that beautiful stuff. It's exciting. All right, but let's read a little bit more about this new moon in Sagittarius. And again, that's going to be on November 30th. All right, luck is on your side. Let's talk about it. Whatever is coming your way, it looks set up to put a smile on your face. The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. And if you guys have been feeling low, that's normal, right? We just got out of Scorpio season, which for me, Scorpio, it can be like a very dark, transformative, introspective time, right? Because that's all about your shadow work, going within, seeing how your relationships help mold you and help transform you. And we also just had Pluto enter Aquarius on November 19th, and Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Pluto is all about, again, that transformation, that soul work. Okay, so know that that dark time happened so you could transmute it, so you could be ready to go into this fun time. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks. But be careful you don't bet the farm on something here, as the wheel of fortune is still spinning. Okay. So moving with trust, but also, not being completely like throwing caution to the wind, right? There's a balance here. This card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others or just thinking about your own philosophies. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal that a trip away is coming up if that's something you're working to achieve. But the overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of gift, even if that simply means widening your worldview. Attune to the moon. Count your blessings, literally. Write them down or say them out loud. Counting your blessings, having gratitude creates more of it, so get into that. Additional meanings for this card: you need to laugh more. This is a wonderful time to start a course of study or teaching. Don't be narrow minded. Start a week of gratitude practice. I love that. Some of you guys may benefit from watching like a funny movie or just something that helps you relax and just have fun. The teaching. Sagittarius is a sign of fun, travel, exploration, and the great cosmic quest. It's a sign of big ideas. Its energy is expansive, upbeat, lucky, and divine. The new moon in Sagittarius exudes all this, as does this card whenever you draw it. Nothing is set in stone with Sagittarius, and an optimistic energy could attract all manner of good things if you tap into the energy by expecting the best. And that's what I was saying, right? Like, write down, get clear on what you want, right? Get clear on the blessings and the gratitude, all that beautiful stuff that you want to bring in because it's coming in for you. So be specific, be clear, be hopeful, be excited. Because it feels like an energy of, we had to go through the dark time. We had to, deal with the things that we didn't like so we could go towards the things that we do like. So out with the old and in with the new. Feels like a lot of beautiful things are coming through for you. All right. Let's go ahead and pull a couple more cards just to see what else wants to be said about this new moon in Sagittarius. Please and thank you. All right. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. So lots of new moon cards just showing up anyways, so I really like that. Letting me know, again, lots of new things coming through. It's a new chapter, a new start. All right, we have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. Again, another new moon. So yeah, this is again like just the balance between, the spiritual and the practical. But I think this is about getting clear on what you want to bring in, right? There's been a lot of transformation, a lot of letting go, a lot of shedding. So you could be prepared for this next chapter. So just get really clear on what you want to bring in, right? Have fun with that. I like to make mood boards like with magazines, and I'll like cut out like people having fun and, like money and people traveling, people giving speeches and things like that, because that's what I want to manifest. So you can do fun things like that to have this be a fun project for you to see what you want to bring in. All right, your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon, beautiful. So, what's cool about this is there may have been some hardship on your way here, but that was because spirit, the universe, whatever, needed to know, is this really what you want, right? So sometimes we have to go through hardship. Sometimes we have to go through some failures and obstacles to make sure that we really want to go towards what we're going towards. But don't let that discourage you. Okay, we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. Don't let your past hold you back with South Node, and a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. Okay, this feels like a separate message. So some of you guys, there could be new love coming in. Okay, and if you're already in a relationship or whatever, maybe the deepening of a current relationship. Okay, but the situation here is challenging you to stay in the energy of love, right? So sometimes, especially with don't let your past hold you back, if you've been maybe in an unhealthy relationship before, or maybe you're the opposite where you're like super independent and you're not one for relationships, this is challenging you to not let what you're used to taint this new relationship, this new energy, right? So, with bringing love into the situation, stay true to yourself, but don't let your fear, your doubt, things like that get the best of you. I feel like this also speaks on like communication is key. Yeah, I like it. And I feel like a lot of new love and joy is just coming in for a lot of us because we've managed to overcome our past, you know? I like it. Here, I'm gonna scoot this over. Oh, that was loud. All right, fierce. All right, and with this situation, whatever you guys are feeling, all right, so it says surrender to the divine, full moon. Okay, but we have it's time to take action, new moon in Aries, and don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. So beautiful. There is a lot of beautiful new things coming in for you, and you are being asked to go towards them, but also like it's all about a balance right now. I'm feeling taking action, but also surrendering, right? So it's not, and I think that's a big thing of what we're all overcoming is learning how to approach something with more balance, right? Knowing to know when to trust your intuition, knowing when to listen to your mind, knowing when to take action, and knowing when to let things come to you. I think that's a big part of this as well. I like it. Learning balance. All right, we're gonna start with the glow in the dark tarot. This one, like to me, represents our shadow and just the lessons we've learned, what we're letting go, what we're overcoming, things like that. And then we'll get into the light seers tarot for the light energy. All right, but let's talk about this new moon in Sagittarius for the collective. What can we expect? What's the energy behind it? What's going on? Please and thank you. I just saw the six of cups, so that lets me know that we're overcoming a lot. Again, with don't let your past hold you back. We're letting go of a lot of just childhood stuff, limiting beliefs, all of that. We're just moving on from all of it. All right, I like it. Bottom of the deck, overall energy. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So, whatever you've been putting your time, your attention, your energy into, it is going to grow for you. It is. This could just be a time of being extra patient right now and leaning more into trust, right? All right, we have the Nine of Wands, the Five of Cups. So there could have been like a lot of disappointment leading up to this moment, right? It's like despite the disappointment, the pain, you continued staying focused, you continued working, right? You didn't, it's not to say that you completely ignored whatever you were going through, no, but you didn't let it consume you, right? We have the Ten of Cups, Seven of Cups, King of Cups. I feel like if there's ever a moment of confusion or uncertainty, you follow your heart. You may ask your loved ones that know you best what they think you should do or what they suggest, but it's just like no matter what, you don't let things get you down. You stay focused, you stay motivated, you keep it moving. Because you know what you want. With Judgment here, Six of Swords, like you've decided a life for yourself and you're like, I'm going to continue working until I get where I want to be. There may be obstacles, there may be moments of confusion and uncertainty, but at the end of the day, I know what I've decided for myself and I'm going to keep going towards that. And there's Temperance, Sagittarius energy with the Two of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles with the Chariot. We're going towards fulfillment. We're going towards what actually matters to us. And it's not a matter of like rushing to get there or anything like that, but just trusting the journey as it unfolds and whatever comes along with it. And sometimes that's disappointment, sometimes that's happiness, sometimes that's confusion, but it feels like we're learning to just go with the flow, ride the wave. We've gained a lot of patience here. I like it. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what we got going on for this new moon in Sagittarius. Okay. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords here. So there was a moment of doubt, right? Especially with your commitment is being tested. I think that we've all gone through a lot to get here. There was a lot of moments where we had to question, is this right? Is this where I'm supposed to be going? If this is where I'm supposed to be going, why is it so hard? There was moments of uncertainty, and that's normal. We're humans with brains and egos, and whenever we experience that, we can, shut down and we can get scared and we can get worried, and that's normal, So we have the Empress and the Queen of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles, or not the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You are never going to give up. That's the thing. With the Empress and the Queen of Wands, like even though you may have been nervous or worried during some points, you knew where you were meant to be, So instead of letting your doubt and fear stop you or get the best of you, you felt your feelings and then you kept it moving. Because you're meant to sit in this throne. You're meant to have that crown on. You're meant for abundance and success. There's no need to doubt it. Gorgeous. So we're moving forward with confidence with the Chariot, the King of Pentacles. You're not letting anything stop you. You will move forward scared, because at the end of the day, you know what's in your heart, you know what's right for you. I feel like this is just a whole new level of confidence, There's a lot you've learned, and there's a lot you still want to experience and learn, so you're just going to keep going. I love this. It's just an energy of people that are just like, yeah, I may be scared. Yeah, I may have, faced some obstacles, fallen down, but I'm always going to get back up. And what's cool is you're moving with more balance, right? So it's not to say that you don't get scared, but you don't let that fear keep you stuck. right? And you recognize that fear as, me being scared to mess it up just shows me how much I really want it. So instead of letting that fear keep me stuck, I'm going to let it motivate me. That's cool. I like that. All right, we have the Ten of Pentacles with the Moon, Three of Pentacles, the Death card. Okay. I think for some of you, for a lot of us, this next level, this next journey, this next chapter, whatever, it requires you to maybe, I feel like, lean on your own guidance and your own intuition more, right? Because with the Ten of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, that does speak of abundance, but it also speaks of teamwork. It also speaks of family, generational wealth, and things like that. And with the Moon and the Death card, I feel like this is how I'm going to say it. For some of us, what we may have leaned on to alleviate some of that fear and anxiety was maybe leaning on other people to help us get where we want to be, right? And it's not to say that you have to do it all on your own. Nobody does everything on their own. But it feels like instead of having this be like on the back burner for you to lean on, you're being encouraged to just completely lean on yourself and trust in what your intuition and your heart and your soul is guiding you to do. Because part of you knows that always running something by a friend, family member, whatever, that's part of you not trusting yourself, and you don't want to enable that within yourself. Yeah, we have the Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands. That's fierce. Okay. So, yeah, a lot of us had to decide, okay, I'm very comfortable here in my home with my family and my loved ones. But I know in order for me to go towards my new passion, leveling up within it, I've got to lean on myself some more. So with the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Wands, you're going towards a new horizon. You're leaving a comfort zone. For a lot of you, it could be the comfort zone of a certain job. It could be the comfort zone of family money. This could be, again, just always running things by your loved ones. Say they don't help you out at all, but you're just using them as a soundboard or whatever. You're learning to go within for that. And it's not to say that you can't rely on other people. You should, but don't do it in a way to alleviate your fear. Use your intuition to do that, or do something scared anyways to prove to yourself that you don't need to be scared. You know what I mean? Basically, it feels like spirit is trying to get us out of the energy of second guessing ourselves and looking to others to alleviate that, you know? Whether that's another job, other people, using money to get yourself more direction, whatever. Anything that's outside of you is being redirected. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's talk about it. We have the Strength card with the Star card. Beautiful. So yeah, this is essentially self-discipline, right? Learning to balance our faith and our fear, and learning to trust ourselves to navigate that. And that is what leads us to that success, that soul fulfillment with the Star card. That's what takes us towards our hope, our faith. There's a lot of beautiful, exciting things coming through for us, and in order for us to get there, we got to trust that we're going to get there. And you are. It's exactly what you're meant for. And also, I will say a lot of these cards are like wearing crowns on thrones. So I'm just letting you know there's going to be a lot of success, whatever that means for you, coming your way. And that's why we're having to let go of these old, kind of like plan Bs. Like we can't lean on those anymore because we need to have complete faith in what we're going towards. Yeah, see, it's like some of us are like fighting relying on ourselves, right? Because the Nine of Cups is someone who is self sufficient and like satisfied within themselves and got it all on their own, right? And with the Five of Wands, the Tower, some of us might still be fighting that, but know that that's the secret to the recipe. It's you. And sometimes, yeah, it's like instead of looking at that as a burden, you're going to look at it as a gift with the Hermit here because this is what Spirit told me once. They were like, you spend all that time developing your intuition and you're not going to use it. That's what they told me. And that's what they're telling you. Trust your intuition, trust yourself. Because that's an important skill to develop. You know, it's like not letting a baby learn how to walk. Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? All right, we're going to get into the Light Seers Tarot now. Just to get a different perspective. And again, I like to think of this deck as like the light deck, what's coming in as we've transmuted the shadow. See, I see the Six of Wands. There's going to be success. I'm telling you guys, it's looking good. All right. Tell us more for the new moon in Sagittarius, please and thank you. And if you're picking up what I'm putting down, definitely like, comment, subscribe. All of that helps the channel grow, helps people find the video. The small business owner would appreciate it. So yeah, I see Temperance in the Star card too. So I'm just telling you, this moon is definitely helping a lot of us get to our fulfillment. And that's because it has us believing in ourselves. With luck is on your side. That's beautiful. Because faith does some magical, magical things, I'm telling you. All right, bottom of the deck. Okay, interesting. We have the Devil, but we have the High Priestess as well. So this is like combating fear and blockages with intuition, trust, and faith. That's what's happening. Instead of meeting the fear and having to talk to someone else through it, you're feeling it, acknowledging it, but in the end, trusting yourself because you know you can. All right, we have the Ten of Wands with the Tower, the Seven of Cups, the Five of Swords. Oof. Yeah, it was just too much trying to analyze the fear, trying to talk it out with others, you know, because it was just like giving it more life, giving it more energy, and that didn't make sense. You were adding to your confusion instead of just reclaiming your power from it. So now we're following our heart, going towards love, passion, and that is leading us to abundance. Okay, fierce. I love that. All right, let's keep it moving and grooving. Let's see what else is coming out for this new moon in Sagittarius. Please and thank you. Okay, lots of cards. Let's just start with that. So yeah, we're definitely overcoming our past blockages, our fears, moving past that. Yeah, with the Three of Wands, we're going towards new horizons. We're going towards new chapters. And we're allowing ourselves to trust when it's right to jump in, trust whenever we need to hold back and chill for a second. But it's a new cycle, a new energy, and it's beautiful. We're no longer scared of leaving comfort zones. All right, we have the Hanged Man. We have the Sun. Beautiful. This tells me we're moving with a lot of clarity and trust, right? The Sun is the happiest card in the deck, and the Hanged Man is all about a shift in perspective. And I just feel like we see everything clearly now because we can trust ourselves now because we're not clouded with doubt and fear and past trauma and things like that, you know? And it's not to say you've magically overcome everything, but You've learned how to, and that's why the Queen of Wands is here. Okay, let me show you. And it's funny, I literally just sat this on the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands has, normally in the Rider-Waite, it's going to be a black cat, but since this is a black and white deck, it's white. But the cat basically represents the Queen of Wands and her shadow and how she's mastered it. Right? So whenever you don't master your shadow, it's not like it goes anywhere, it just controls you, you know? But whenever you learn how to work with your shadow, you notice when it shows up. So then you're like, okay, that's just a fear. I acknowledge that. Let me sit with it for a moment. Okay, now I can move past it instead of you letting fear dictate you. That's what's happening. I love it. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Wands. I'm telling you, see? Cat. Okay? With this Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands, and the Empress here, this is what we're going towards. We're going towards confidence. We're going towards abundance. We're going towards beauty, love. And it's time. Like, that's what it's time for. Okay? It's beautiful. I love it. Gorgeous. All right, let's start with that. Yeah, we have the Three of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, a lot of us, we were giving our power away by always having to go to others for the answer when really we had the key the whole time, right? And it's not like I'm saying it's bad to go to your friends or something for advice. Like, that's normal. That's beautiful. That's why we have one another. But whenever you know what's right for you and you're not willing to trust that, that's whenever we have to start redirecting. You know what I mean? And see, with this Eight of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the King of Pentacles, it's about going within. It's about studying. It's about getting focused in order to go towards that abundance and to move forward with confidence. It's not about running it by everyone around you. And the reason that's not the answer is because it's not everyone else's journey, you know? There's certain people that may do certain things because if they were in your shoes, that's what they would do. There are certain things you would do differently if you were in other people's shoes. But it's not your journey, just like it's not their journey, right? So you have to trust yourself and let yourself go through it how you're meant to go through it. Beautiful. Yeah, it's like we can no longer be worried that we're going to make the wrong choice or miss out on something or anything like that. We have to trust that what we're going towards, what we're feeling guided to do is right. And see, here's the Chariot right here. Moving forward with confidence, with balance. Love it. All right, let's keep it moving. I love it. I love it. Because look, it's the Seven of Swords with the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. You were sabotaging yourself, right? Maybe not consciously, but by you leaning on somebody else, by you running things through other people, by you, keeping that other job in the back of your pocket just in case, you were sabotaging yourself because you don't need a just in case. You need to trust within yourself, right? And some of us, we were sabotaging ourselves by always going to others and leaning on other things that weren't quite right. And that was keeping us in that energy of maybe it won't work out. Maybe it will, It's not to say that it's bad to have like a plan B, but if you have so much faith in your stuff, you don't need a plan B. You know what I mean? Like with my business, I don't have another career that I'm going to maybe do if this doesn't work out. Because I don't have to worry about that. I know it's going to work out, Yeah, you need to have that much faith in yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, you're a role model for the people around you. That's like Beyonce trying to ask everybody else, like, what should I do for my performance and stuff? Like, you're Beyonce, I don't know, Trust yourself. You cannot be scared of your own power. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We have the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Four of Wands. So yeah, again with the Death card, the Moon card, you were again like keeping yourself stuck, right? Because you were letting fear get the best of you, right? This girl thinks she's covered in strings and birds, but really she's not. You know what I mean? So by you like always going to family and other people for guidance on your journey, you kept yourself stuck with that, right? But through listening to your heart, trusting yourself, you get where you're meant to be. I like it. I like it a lot. Because again, it's not bad to go to others for advice and guidance. Like that's what we have each other for. But you can't do that more than you go to yourself. You know? That's like if I pulled a tarot card for every life decision. That's crazy. You know what I mean? These things aren't here to tell me what to do, but here to assist me in some ways, but not to be the, the person driving the car. That doesn't make sense. You know? Oh, I love it. We have the Five of Wands, the King of Pentacles with the Emperor at the bottom and the Hierophant. Let me tell you what. For the Strength card and the Star card, no longer fighting your role, okay? For a long time, there were too many cooks in the kitchen, right? You did not recognize the fact that you were the boss. You kept going to, it's like, I don't even know an example. I don't know, like imagine a NASCAR driver asking you tips on driving. It'd be like, you're the NASCAR driver. What are you asking me for? You know what I mean? That's what this is giving. It's giving someone who is a boss who did not recognize that they were a boss, or maybe they were too scared to sit in that seat, so they kept asking everybody else for advice. Get on your throne, get your crown on, and let's get into it. All right? Time to trust yourself, trust your own guidance. All right, we're going to close it out with just a couple more Moonology cards, and that'll be that. Again, if you guys want this reading early with a ritual to go along with it, sign up for my newsletter. It's on my website, and if you sign up, you get a free guided meditation, so check it out. All right, but let's close it out with some advice, please and thank you, Spirit. Beautiful. Okay, confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. I'm telling you what, you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe you are the king of the jungle. All right? Is a lion the king of the jungle, or do they say that about tigers? I think lions. I don't know. All right, so we have balsamic moon, a time for healing. New moon in Cancer, you and your loved ones are safe, so beautiful. So a lot of us, it could be like maybe you didn't have all your needs met in the past or in childhood, or maybe you have a lot of people depending on you, or you want to do a lot for your loved ones. So you want to make sure you can. So you want to make sure you're not making a move that doesn't make sense. But know that you're good. Everybody's good. And this is a time to heal that fear of messing it up. Okay? Conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. Everything's coming together, everything is being revealed. Conclusions are within as well. I like that word within because it's in you. Okay? Trust in that. All right, that is our new moon reading. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if this resonated, let me know with a like, a comment, definitely subscribe. All of that helps the channel grow. Thank you so much. And if you would like a personal tarot reading or personal alchemy healing ceremony, that's where we turn your pain into power. Go to my website, link down below to check out my services. I also have all my social media down below if you guys want to follow me on any of that. So that's all I got for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.